Hello, Richard the Dick Coughlin 000. This is going to be a video response to Healthy Addict, who uploaded a video yesterday called Chivalry Sucks, which is about sexism and what she calls benevolent sexism. To be honest, I'm having trouble getting my head around the idea of benevolent sexism. What she's basically trying to say is there's some sort of underlying danger and issues with the sort of idea that men will help women on the basis that they are women. You know, like, can I get, and with the old age of, can I get that for you? Can I get the door for you? Can I help you with that? Now, I want to make some things clear, first of all. I understand that sexism on the internet is a really nasty subject to get into. 80% of, in my experience, 80% of the people on YouTube are men. When you look at most people's channel stats, they are men for the most part, up to 75-80% of men who are watching videos. And if you're a woman, if you're an attractive woman, you've probably got an even higher male audience. As a result of that, discussions about sexism and certain things like this can tend to get a bit sort of drowned out. I'm certainly not what I would call an MRA. I mean, I'm for equality in that sense, so I guess that would make me an MRA and a feminist in that sense. And I'm not one of these people who hates feminism, who thinks that feminism is all about Diana Boston and Nuclear Night and Gail Dines and all these people. I certainly understand as well that there are men who masquerade as MRA, male rights activists, who are actually just misogynists using male rights activism as a sort of cover for their anti-feminism, anti-women views. Because I want to make it clear, because I understand that because I'm making a video responding to a woman who's talking about men who are sexist, I'm naturally going to get a lot of men who are just, you know, who are sexist, coming over here and saying and going on about me about it, and as if I'm on their side, and I'm not. But Ashley, I really don't get the point of this video. I understand what you're saying, that there's some patronising element to a man who thinks, oh, look at the little lady trying to carry this, or look at the little... But here's the thing, it's not always about being patronising. Sometimes it's just about being polite. You know, I hold doors open for lots of people. You know, if a woman's behind me in a hallway and I hold the door for her, it's not because I'm thinking, oh, it's a woman, best hold the door open for her, she won't be able to handle that. If I go out for dinner with my girlfriend and I pull her chair out, you know, maybe that's a bit old-fashioned, but it's not born out of some patronising or she couldn't do it herself. And this is really the problem I get, is what the examples you give are sort of very bizarre. How would you differentiate in the real world between a man who's just being polite and a man who's patronisingly who's helping you out of some sort of, as you say, benevolent sexism? Also, you don't seem to understand what the definition of chivalry is. Chivalry is not the assumption of help and the imposition of assistance. It's merely the offer of assistance. If someone says, can I help you with that? That is chivalry. If you turn around and say, no, then that would it would still be chivalrous on his part to say so. But I would do that for anyone, and I think most people do these days. I understand that we live in a different era, and I'm not one of these women shouldn't be this and women shouldn't be doing that. But I also, at the same time, I do have those some sort of old-fashioned attitudes that being a man is. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. But I honestly think that if sexism in any way, or prejudice, manifested itself in the worst way possible, and that worst way happened to be people holding doors open for you, we've kind of won at that point, haven't we? There was a comment posted on your video, and that really sort of summed up what I got from watching your video. It's like, right, never help women ever. Never do anything to help a woman ever, because as a man now, I'd watch that video, as a man, I'm now thinking, well, when is it okay? When can I do something? You know, when can I hold a door open, or, you know, help someone with something, and not be know that she's not thinking that I'm being sexist, and I'm not doing it because she's a little lady. And also, the problem is, I think with all the issues, I mean, there are issues in the world where women are treated like second-class citizens. There are issues in the world, there are places in the world where women are treated as a sub-category of citizens. in the world. There are bills being passed in America and in of like, trying to redefine rape that heavily affects women. There are things trying to redefine, sort of change abortion laws and all this other stuff. That this happens everywhere. There is disparity in certain areas in terms of wage and stuff like that. I get that. And when you make a video complaining that a man's opening a door for you, you're kind of giving ammo to all of those misogynists who masquerade as male rights activists, who are basically going to say, look, see, they've got, what are they complaining about? This is all they've got to complain about. Look, a man holds a door open and now he's a fucking sexist. You know, probably some sort of rapist, metaphorically, because he's got a cock. You know, that sort of thing. That's what you end up doing. So yeah, I mean, I like you actually, and I'm a fan of your videos, and I'll always be watching. But I thought this video really missed a point, whatever you were trying to make. Anyway, Richard the Dick Cough from 000. Good night, may God be less.